It's an incredible compliment to get one of the all-time greats, if not the greatest in the history of sport, on 24 hours of nothing but net. Coach Krzyzewski, you don't even need an introduction. I am so grateful for your time, and thank you for lending some of it to help us with Special Olympics.
Well, thank you. I mean, what an amazing idea. It's been such a good success so far. Hopefully, it exceeds even your high expectations this year. And look, there's one of the great things, the Special Olympics, and when you get all people cooperating and working with these special young men and women, it warms your heart.
Mhm.
And I know it makes you emotional. I'll bet in those 24 hours I predict 5 cries at least. 5 at least.
Oh, there's definitely some tears, and they're all happy tears. As you know, Coach, you've been so gracious to follow our story a little bit about my son, Frankie, and
Right.
you've invited us to campus. And we had an incredible memory with you back in October of 2018. And this year, during your retirement, some of us were able to share our reflection about a story or a moment with you. And I was so excited that ESPN chose to tell our story about you and your relationship with Frankie, and how it has continued even after the Clemson game this year. You were so kind enough to spend some time with him.
Not kind. I mean, are you kidding? I was that was a great moment for me. Also, Frankie, his smile, his face isn't big enough for his smile. I don't know how he fits that smile on his face, and he's so happy and full of energy. And his graduation is just an amazing thing. I want to really give a shout out to Clemson for having a program that is so darn good for these youngsters, and to see their potential developed to a level that never would have been developed if they didn't have that program. And I love that, and I respect the heck out of Clemson for doing that.
Oh, President Clements, as you know, is an incredible leader in that space. Clemson is definitely the best program in the world for students with intellectual disability to be able to have that full-time college experience. And Coach, we were chatting before about graduation for Frankie. At graduation on Thursday morning, the first session of graduation, there were over 900 students graduating in that block, and every student was quiet so everyone could hear the names of each graduate being called out. But when it came time for the Clemson Life students, you couldn't hear any of their names, and the cheers and the applause and the pride and the appreciation and the standing ovation that they got after they crossed the stage is something that we'll never forget, for sure.
Yeah, I got chills. Just I wish I could have been there in person to experience that. And when you do such a great job in promoting and really telling the story of our game, game after game, and you get those moments, right, where the whole crowd is going nuts and whatever. And but when those moments happen outside of sport, the spontaneity, the appreciation for everyone who is there, that they feel honored to be there. And it doesn't have to be they share that moment with these incredible youngsters. I love it. I love it.
Well, Coach, on another level, sport's been a part of your life. You've been in sport, I'm sure, since you were a little boy growing up in Chicago. I can't imagine not being without sport myself. And that's what we're trying to do here, is to give people that need a little bit more extra time to train, time to compete, a way to organize. And Special Olympics is such a great landing spot for families like mine, that we have indulged in sport in so many different ways with our 3 boys, especially with Frankie and what it means. when you take a step back, because you have coached the elite of the elite, you've been around the best of the very best, and you look at what Special Olympics does for this population of people, where do you see the connections?
Well, there's an amazing connection in that, you know, you can coach, like I've had the honor of coaching the United States national team for 11 years. Well, the moment that Kobe Bryant has, or LeBron James, you know, it's a global moment, you know, being on the collegiate stage. And if you're fortunate enough to win a national championship or make a Final Four or win a conference championship, you're in that moment as a coach, you're in that moment with that person. The moment with these youngsters, when you work with them and they do their thing, is every bit as big as any of those moments. And to me, it's about that, and the joy, the feeling of that youngster has when they race, when they throw, when they compete, is just as big as winning a gold medal. In fact, I think it's bigger. And for the people who are involved, they do not need TV. They do not need somebody broadcasting the game. They do not need an article written about it. The purity, it is so pure. And so everyone who's associated with it's a high. It's terrific. And it's not about winning the race or winning the thing. It's about completing it. Everybody in Special Olympics is a medal winner, is a gold medal winner because of them competing. And the joy of finishing that race or finishing whatever activity it is, you can see it on their faces, their body language. And then, you know what? You get a chance to share it if you've worked with that youngster or you're the parent of that youngster. It's so the moments are the same. There's not, in fact, I think it's much more of a genuine moment because no one's getting paid or anything like that. And no one's trying for a contract or anything. It's that, Deb, it's pure. It's Special Olympics is exquisite because of its purity, and everyone's on the same team. You know, no one's trying to get their own. It's a shared moment with so many people, a joyous moment.
Coach, does the cry count start now or does it start tomorrow at noon?
Now you can practice.
I've had plenty of practice over the last couple of days.
Yeah, you can practice.
Coach, how's it going? Like,
Great.
I mean, how are you?
Yeah, I'm great. For me, this was a decision that was, look, I'm 75 years old. I've been the luckiest guy on the planet. I coached at West Point and Duke for almost 5 decades. Are you kidding me? And in 11 years with the U.S. team, and we've won a lot. We've had amazing moments in victory. We've had amazing moments in defeat. And but I've been very fortunate to be on the biggest stage with the best people and to compete. And no one's been any luckier than me. And but I'm now into a new phase and trying to figure that out a little bit, but it's all good, and we have a puppy now.
Right.
And so, wow, he's 11 weeks old, and Coach is his name. I didn't name him. My team and my family named him, and we tried to think of a different name, and so I might as well stick with Coach. And however, now that I'm no longer called Coach, someone in our house is still called Coach. So.
Oh, I have a feeling you're still going to be Coach. I don't see that going away. that is certainly an earned and deserved from the roots of a teacher at the very beginning
Thank you.
of your career. Coach, I have to tell you, this season was so unique and special for me also because I did get to cover your final 3 games in Cameron. And for someone like me who has dedicated my career to the game and grew up on Tobacco Road, to get a chance to experience those things inside Cameron, watching your teams and, your wonderful staff and your players, how hard they were. It was just the favorite part for me, though, was going to shoot around and practice. That's the best part. For me, that was the best part. So we could really listen to you and watch you.
I think I'll miss more than games practice, because that's where you teach, you see your team and individuals grow. Yeah, you see them achieve and then fail. I think I've loved that more than anything in my career, that interaction with a player and a team in your own private setting, that those moments, they're not, you don't do a record on them, but they're all wins.
Right.
They're all wins.
Well, Coach, thank you
You're
for
welcome.
lending your time, your support, all your kind words about Frankie. And he is a superstar, and he knows it. And he's not afraid to tell you. He'll also
I
tell you
know.
he's pretty handsome.
Yeah, you know what? He believes in himself, and I love that. You can see it in all of his actions, and he's not hesitant. And when a person meets you with a smile and enthusiasm, they make you better. Frankie makes people better, just by being him, just by being him. I have enjoyed immensely my friendship with him.
Coach, thanks.
You're welcome. And look, thank you for what you're doing, and try to hit a few shots. All right. Like,
Coach, you know what? You would really love the free throw burpee routine that I have. Yes. So, the bar that you put in your door frame to do pull-ups on, I put that in the driveway. And yesterday I did 2 sets of 100. So I'm free throw burpee. I did 2 sets of 100. If I miss the free throw, I still do the burpee. And I shot over 90% doing that yesterday twice. So I hope my fitness is where it needs to be. That's the hardest part. It's not the muscle memory or the self-correct. It's the overall, and for me, I mean, I'm not 75, but I do get AARP mail. So
the thing is, remember, your next shot is your first shot.
Okay, I'm going to remember that.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember.
And amnesia for especially really good shooters. Don't berate yourself if you do miss. All right.
Well, it at 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when it's me and the crickets,
those crickets will boo like crazy. They'll get on you. They know all kind of names to call you. They'll wave whatever they don't have on. Well, whatever they have, they'll make some weird noises right as you're about to shoot.
Well, I can't thank you enough, Coach. This is great. I wish you well. I hope I'll see you. I don't know when I'll get to see you again. I hope it's soon.
All right. Thank you. And again, thanks. And best wishes for all the youngsters with Special Olympics. God bless. What a great day. What a great day.